Hey everyone, Alex coming at you with another video. Today's going to actually be an Ultraman theory video, which I haven't really done any of these, but it's something that I've been thinking about recently. And this video is going to be in relation to Evil Tiga. Now, first of all, I just want to say that Evil Tiga is honestly one of my favorite Ultraman characters, and especially when it comes to the evil, dark, or imitation Ultras, Evil Tiga is definitely within my top 3 favorite dark Ultras. And I think the reason why I really liked Evil Tiga so much was because I was exposed to him at such an early time, being a fan of Ultraman. By the time I had seen Ultraman Tiga, I had already seen the original Ultraman that had featured fake Ultraman, aka Alien Zarab. But what I really liked about Evil Tiga is that he had a 2-part build-up in terms of Dr. Mizaki's character and how he provided himself to be a very menacing antagonist to Daigo. And then you had Evil Tiga, who wasn't really an alien or a robot in disguise, but was in fact a living Ultraman, a living real Ultra, which was actually really interesting in my opinion because it was one of the first times in the entire Ultra franchise where there even was a real Ultraman that was evil and dark. What I really liked about Evil Tiga is that he wasn't originally evil, but because of Dr. Mizaki's corruption, Evil Tiga would eventually turn evil. Now, this video is going to be more of a theory video, but it's also going to be a question for the audience, because I want the audience to provide their own theories and speculations, because this isn't really something that I looked that much over, to be honest. Now, the whole concept of this video is Evil Tiga can actually defeat Ultraman Tiga. Now, for those of you guys who have watched Ultraman Tiga and such, some of you guys may be thinking, Alex, Evil Tiga has no chance of defeating Ultraman Tiga. We had seen it in the famed battle, of course, in the entire series, where Ultraman Tiga obviously outmatches Evil Tiga. That's like if I were to pop up and say Ultraman Belial can defeat Ultraman Zero, which I'm pretty sure you could potentially do that with some sort of scenario, but in all honesty, Evil Tiga lost to Ultraman Tiga, and that's probably what you're thinking. Well, not necessarily, and here's what I'll explain. So the first thing that I wanted to state is that Evil Tiga and Ultraman Tiga are most likely based off the same template for an Ultra Warrior. They're both in the Tiga race, I guess you could say, and they both have the relatively same design, just different colors and either light or darkness, and they both have the same attacks and same moveset when it comes to their physical attacks. But I feel like one thing that must be considered is their color timers. Now, you may be mentioning that, oh, Ultraman Tiga and Evil Tiga's color timers both function normally. When they're in the middle of their fight, Evil Tiga and Ultraman Tiga's color timers begin blinking at the same time. Well, not necessarily, and here's why. One thing that you must consider is that Evil Tiga, in a straight-up fight, in my opinion, would last longer than Evil Tiga. Ultraman Tiga may have the advantage in terms of the main character arc that he would defeat Evil Tiga, but in terms of a battle of attrition and which one could last longer with stamina, I would say Evil Tiga would easily outclass Ultraman Tiga in terms of which one would last the longest against the other. And here is my reason why. The first thing that must be considered about Evil Tiga is that he appeared midway through the episode. You know, Dr. Mizaki transformed into Evil Tiga, he flew away, and then he went to a Japanese city. Now, when he was in that Japanese city, he was able to walk around the city, he was able to then attack the city, then Guardy emerged, and Evil Tiga was able to fight Guardy, Evil Tiga killed Guardy, and then Evil Tiga fought Ultraman Tiga. Now, the thing that must be considered is that Evil Tiga had remained within his Ultra state way longer than Ultraman Tiga. The thing is that Ultraman Tiga appears at the last second, and only then does Evil Tiga's color timer start blinking, because of the fact that Evil Tiga had been out in his Ultra form for a good 10 minutes, or somewhere around that time. I'm going to say 10 minutes as an estimation. And that's really crazy, because when you look at Ultraman Tiga, he would only last for 3 to 4 minutes at best, and then his color timer would start blinking. So say for example, Evil Tiga did not attack the city, and Guardy was not there to stop him, Evil Tiga would be able to easily defeat Ultraman Tiga, because his color timer wouldn't start blinking until a much later time compared to Ultraman Tiga's. I would say that Evil Tiga would definitely defeat Ultraman Tiga in terms of a battle of attrition because of the fact that Evil Tiga's color timer would not blink for a longer amount of time. And the thing is that you must consider is that Evil Tiga's color timer started blinking at the same time as Ultraman Tiga's color timer with during their main fight. But before their fight, Evil Tiga had remained in his Ultra state for a relatively longer time than Ultraman Tiga. So if Ultraman Tiga were to fight Evil Tiga on the spot the first time he appeared, Ultraman Tiga would lose because Evil Tiga would easily be able to crush Ultraman Tiga for the sheer fact that his color timer wouldn't blink as quickly as Ultraman Tiga. And the thing is, that was just something that I wanted to mention about why Evil Tiga should have been able to defeat Ultraman Tiga if the battle went out any differently in terms of the script. I mean, I'm pretty sure even if they did have that kind of aspect where Evil Tiga fights Ultraman Tiga right off the bat, I'm pretty sure they would still make Ultraman Tiga for the sake of having a series about the main Ultraman that you have been following for the other 40-something episodes. But in terms of a realistic scenario, I definitely picture Evil Tiga defeating Daigo, aka Ultraman Tiga. And some people may be asking why is that in general, and why is Evil Tiga's color timer designed where it would blink at a much longer time compared to Ultraman Tiga's. And honestly, I don't really have the answer to that, but I could definitely theorize on some things. So one thing that could be considered is the energy that was taken from the spark. Now, Ultraman Tiga's color timer could have lasted for potentially the same amount of time as Evil Tiga. It's very possible that it could have happened, but I think one reason why Evil Tiga was able to gain more energy than Tiga was just because of the sheer fact that Evil Tiga gained most of the energy from the spark lens. And whereas Ultraman Tiga had to pick up the spark lens, and I mean, of course, Daigo uses the spark lens to transform in Ultraman Tiga. But what it means is that Ultraman Tiga wouldn't have that much energy as he forms because of the fact that a lot of his energy went towards Evil Tiga, making him stronger than what he already is. In a sense, Evil Tiga can almost be looked at as a sort of fusion Ultra. And I don't mean as in future Ultra, like, for example, Ultraman Legend, Ultraman Saga, Ultraman Gang of Victory, but I mean fusion Ultraman as if you see with Ultraman Taro. Now you're probably thinking, what do you mean about Ultraman Taro? And here's the absolute reason why I think Evil Tiga, especially in the Tiga series, I'm not sure about anything after that, for example, the stage show or the Ultraman Ginga special, but I'm just going by the actual episode and premise. And this is probably going to blow some of your minds because I just thought of this as I was talking and it really blew my mind while I was thinking about it. I just kind of thought it up on a spot. So when you watch the Ultraman story movie, it featured Ultraman Taro gaining the energy of 5 different Ultras, thus making him even stronger and being able to defeat Super Grand King, making him Super Ultraman Taro, I believe that's what it was called. And Ultraman Taro at that point was extremely powerful because he had the power of all the other Ultra Brothers. The similar aspect could apply to Evil Tiga, and why Evil Tiga was able to last in terms of his energy for a much longer time compared to Ultraman Tiga. Evil Tiga was already strong enough as it is, and he could have been revived in a more practical method, but because of the fact that he was revived with Ultraman Tiga's energy, combining with Evil Tiga's already standard default energy, it made Evil Tiga have the power of himself and Ultraman Tiga combined, thus making him stronger. However, the reason why Ultraman Tiga was able to defeat Evil Tiga was because of the sheer fact that Evil Tiga had been in his Ultra form much longer than Ultraman Tiga. But if the two were to fight straight off the bat, Evil Tiga would be able to easily crush Ultraman Tiga because of the fact that his Ultra form lasts longer because of Tiga's energy that was given to him, and because of the sheer fact that Ultraman Tiga would be generally a lot weaker because of the energy drain that was given to Evil Tiga. So if you really look at this from a certain standpoint, Evil Tiga is extremely powerful because he has not only his own energy, but then he has Ultraman Tiga's energy. So the thing is that Evil Tiga was able to transfer that light energy into the darkness energy that he would of course use against Ultraman Tiga in his main fight. But again, anyway, there are some other reasons why Ultraman Tiga color timer would blink for a shorter amount of time than Evil Tiga. Some people on the Ultraman Wiki have said that it's due to stamina. and it's because of the fact that Dr. Mizaki, I guess, is overall a more physically built figure than, for example, Daigo. And then there have been also other people who have stated that, or the same person stated that, it was because of Dr. Mizaki's science that gave Evil Tiga an overall lasting stamina over Ultraman Tiga, which could be the possibility because Dr. Mizaki overall is one of the brightest humans within the Tiga universe. I mean, he created Geoshark, for crying out loud. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video, this theory video that I made is something that isn't actually a relatively new concept for me. I've actually had this concept since 2013. I just never thought to make a video about it until now, until some people on the Ultraman Discord chat mentioned Ultraman Tiga. And I was thinking, oh, Ultraman Tiga, I can make a video out of this. Well, anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do you like Evil Tiga? What are your thoughts on this theory and this concept in general? And I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Bye. 次は貴様だ。